Following the Supreme Court's verdicts, Nigerians have been admonished to keep faith in the nation's judiciary. This followed the affirmation of some states' governors whose electoral victory were challenged up until the Supreme Court. The call became imperative as governors from the APC, PDP, Labour Party and NNPP all emerged victorious at the apex court. Some legal practitioners reacting to the judgment say that shows that the apex court remains the ultimate check and balance for anyone seeking justice. Correspondent John Felix sent in this report.
After a long electoral battle, the apex court comes alive to lay to rest every form of litigation arising from the 2023 general elections. Judgment from Lagos, Bauchi, Abia, Plateau, Kano, Ebonyi, Zamfara and Cross River State were read, and the concerned governors can now face the business of governance squarely. Reacting to this judgment, some legal practitioners say the judgment as read by the justices of the Supreme Court has shown that the apex court remains the ultimate check and balance for anyone who seeks justice.
Now, from some of these judgments, we saw them lose at the tribunal stage, lose at the Court of Appeal stage, and get to the Supreme Court and they won. And we are asking, how is it possible? But we see that it is something that shows that ultimately the Supreme Court is there to act as the ultimate check and balance and the appeal for everyone. And we can also see that there is no issue of the Supreme Court relaying or going on the side of one party against the other. These judgments are balanced, and they are such that when you apply what is called the reasonable man's test, it works well. And based on this, I want to commend the Supreme Court justices for a job well done, and hope that we move forward in this our democracy.
It's a welcome development. For me, it has given us an opportunity to hear erudite judges of the Court of Appeal and the Supreme Court dealing with arguments from different points of view. It has enriched the legal field, and also it has helped us as the people in the nation to better understand. Even the layman can pick the different judgments and understand the ideology behind the different decisions. For instance, if you look at some of the decisions from the Supreme Court today, you see that quite a number of them dealt with key issues like candidature, nomination by parties, and even error in ballot papers. And it put paid to some arguments from different places. So it has further enriched the society, it has enriched the electoral circle, and I believe that it's a good one for the nation.
Can these judgments rekindle the hope of Nigerians? Will this pave way for quality delivery of governance from these governors?
Well, now that there are no issues of the temporary or the looming sledgehammer of removal by court, I expect that these governors should tidy themselves up in a way in which they would start working immediately, imminently, with full force. None of these governors should take a break from doing what they ought to do. Especially, you are a governor that you are having your position contested continually. You need to come back and convince the populace that if it was not for this foot dragging due to court issues, they would have gained better. And you need to work better in a way in which it will convince everyone that you indeed were the right choice for the people.
Definitely, it shows that the courts are still working. The courts are able to look at issues dispassionately from different angles and give you sound decisions, sound reasoning for everything. And I'm sure by the time people get to see the judgments, they will understand the reason. And you see that there won't be much uproar with these decisions that have come.
The Supreme Court remains busy as more judgments from other states are yet to be delivered. From Abeokuta, the Ogun State capital, John Felix reporting for Galaxy Television News.